Hello everybody, welcome back to Yoba TV. If you're new here, you're welcome. Kindly click that subscribe button on your screen, like, comment, and share this program. We are still on Lizzy Should Forgive Iyabo, part 4. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti ń bá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pa ní part 1, part 2, part 3. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti wò ẹ padà lọ wò so that you will know up to date where we stop. So moving on. So, Flecky J continues saying, like I wrote sometimes like last year, I am not a Lizzy's fan. Neither am I one of her warriors. What drew my attention to her is the way so many people are dragging her. Flecky J jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé she's not a Lizzy's fan or warriors, but the way you be one-sided, you are a Lizzy's fan. The way you have been one-sided towards Lizzy, saying that Lizzy should find it in her heart to forgive Iyabo for something that Iyabo clearly has nothing to do about. She said her attention was drawn to her the attention of Lizzy was drawn to her in the way so many people were dragging Lizzy. Kẹ́tó sọ pé wọ́n drag èèyàn lórí social media, kí lẹni yẹn ṣe? Share social media, they say bloggers are shaking it, but before bloggers drag anybody, that person must have done something bad. That person must have done something terrible. Teba wo le ni báyìí, kí la máa sọ pé Yabo ṣe? Kò sí. Kí ni nǹkan pàtó tá máa sọ pé Yabo ṣe? Kò sí. That is why they are not dragging her. Kí la máa sọ pé Lizzy ṣe? Number 1, ó gbé ọmọ ìyálé ẹ̀ ṣépè. Ó gbé wọn pẹ̀lú birth certificate àti everything. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣépè fún wọn. Number 2, ó ń ṣépè fún anybody tó bá ti ṣẹ̀. In fact, kó jẹ́ pé comment lásán lo comment tó o ti support ẹ̀, ó ṣépè for everybody. Á ṣépè fún ọmọ yín tó máa ń bá yín jà. Á ṣépè ikú fáwọn family yín. You know? These are the things Lizzy has been doing on social media. That is why people are not having it. If you say people were dragging her, kí ló ṣe káwọn èèyàn tó drag her? People are not just stupid or fools. Kí ni ìwọ náà ṣe? You are shaping for somebody's children online every day and you don't want people to drag you. Of course, they are going to drag you. Because anybody tí ò kì í ṣe dragging, anybody tó bá kọjá ìyá rẹ̀ lórí social media, they go drag them. And social media is not a manipulative thing. If you do something good, they won't drag you. So if your attention is drawn to Lizzy, and why are they dragging her? What is she doing that is making people drag her at the same time? Moving on. The team up was massive. Nobody team up against Lizzy. Ajepe, you have been a Lizzy's fan from day one. Because if you believe at this point that anybody team up for Lizzy, what will they gain? If you look at social media and you say you have been drawn to the attention for a long time, you realize that every blogger on that Facebook have once in a time, and Amayewa worked for Lizzy for 5 years, abused the hell out of Iyabo. Kini at the end of the day, ó parọ́ mọ́ MHM náà ni up to today. Jokotade have supported her. Iyewe has supported her. P&P has supported her. Madam Obanla has supported her. There's nobody on this Facebook that has not... Madam Obanla níbi tó tún supported her. Ó tún tẹ̀lé dé police station. Níbi tó supported her. A lot of things you don't understand. But you pick a side that you feel, but this side is favorable to you. You don't judge like that. You don't analyze like that. You have to analyze from both sides. Assuming you don't understand what is going on, only won't take time láti explain fún ẹ àti fún ẹ̀yin mumu tẹ́ kóra yín jọ wípé nobody team up against Lizzy. Lizzy loves to give you sob story, to always paint herself as the victim. But on social media, she's not the victim. Ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tó ń display lórí social media, ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tó ń sọ. If you guys listen to Lizzy, you will assume she's the victim. But if you check the story very well, you will see that there is color in the story. She herself used her mouth to say, welcome me to fracas, after everybody has fought for her. Mo ń gbọ́ P&P lẹ́ni. P&P sọ pé ìjà tó ń bọ̀ jà ni pé nígbà tó ń bá ń drag Iyabo wípé Lizzy dẹ̀ wá bá wọn pé àwọn ti lọ sí court wọ́n dẹ̀ ti bá wọn settle ẹ̀. Ó lóun dẹ̀ stop láti máa drag Iyabo, òun dẹ̀ ń praise Iyabo. Mega testimony Tọ́pẹ́ Tẹ́mù Dèní Tope Temu go celebrate Priscilla ni. So who is turning up against Lizzy? Nobody. When Auntie Tope Alabi disappointed Lizzy and did not sing for Lizzy, Tope Temu was the one singing for Lizzy. They dragged that woman. Torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe ń jẹ́ Tope Temu lẹ́ni ìyẹn mega testimony. Gbogbo blogs ló drag ẹ̀ pé especially àwọn ọmọ amẹ́bọ̀ ni wọ́n bojú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni just because she stood for Lizzy and supported Lizzy. Torí pé post Priscilla, Lizzy blessing drag ẹ̀ blessing bàjá. Lizzy will turn out yomo situation tó jẹ́ pé òun ló jẹ̀bi o. She will paint herself as if she's the victim. Lizzy is not innocent. Kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ whitewash ẹ̀. Kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ whitewash ẹ̀. Lizzy is not innocent. Sori bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ story telling us that Iyabo Ojo, thank God she has let it go and her fans should emulate that. Lizzy should forgive Iyabo Ojo. You see, at this point, we have not seen. This is the part 4 where Iyabo Ojo ti jẹ lọ. Only what team up against her. If she was doing something good, nobody will team up against her. Yeah, we told Lizzy to stop it since everything has been settled. She has settled between Tony and Lizzy. It is over. Lizzy said no, she wants to continue. She wants to continue dragging people. She has brought Babalawo on social media. She has called the government. She has done everything. And she started shaping for people. And you expect us not to respond to her. Could join now, give and take. Now. Lizzy is not innocent. So for everything she did, she should be able to take. That is just it. Why is she screaming? But one gang up against her. If she has faced her business and stopped this social media ranting, nobody will have anything to say about her. But she chose to sit down on social media and, rub herself in the mud. And they are giving it to her. So what is the massive team up against her now? Nobody is teaming up against anybody. If for nothing now, everybody even fought for her. Social media. At the beginning, when you are talking about Fola, everybody was on Lizzy's side. Every blogger was on Lizzy's side. Nǹkan tí Fola ṣe fún Oda torí pé wọ́n rí ní celebrity ni. Because all of us thought that. Because that was the story she gave. Because she's a celebrity and she's richer, they are trying to destroy her name. Everybody stood for Lizzy. At the end of the day, kí ló fi san for everybody. So understand the story before you jump into conclusion. Flaky J, understand, because you don't understand what you're even talking about. Moving on. Only it was that bad in 2024 that almost everybody on social media ate her due to bloggers' manipulation. Look at it now. Flaky J, tí bá sọ́nsìn pé Lizzy sanwó fún ẹ láti wá whitewash ẹ, àwọn èèyàn máa sọ pé I'm overreaching. You said people hate Lizzy based on due to bloggers manipulation. Ṣé ẹnu Lizzy kọ́ ni Lizzy ṣe máa ń ṣépè for money? Ṣé wọ́n kó yẹn sí lẹ́nu ni? Ṣé wọ́n manipulate ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sí lẹ́nu ni? Ẹnu Lizzy kọ́ ló fi máa ń parọ́ tó bá raṣọ 10,000 á ní 50 billion ló ń rà. And this, we live in a society tó jẹ́ pé everybody is white, nobody is mumu. Maybe irọ́ yẹn máa ń jẹ lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ o, but kì í ṣe ń sìn. Àti pé bí àwọn èèyàn ti wá understand nǹkan tó what ń sìn. Ìtànú wọṣọ 10 million, 15 million. When you are not the wife of a senator or the wife of the president. Thomas Oweko mú kíní wá sìn, a máa rí pé kò sí. Ṣebí gbogbo ẹ̀ náà là ń rí. How can somebody lie like that? Lélẹ̀ tó ní 21st century tó tí gbogbo èèyàn ti lajú. How can somebody lie like that? Ẹ wá sọ pé àwọn kan bloggers are manipulating her words. No, it's her words against her. Kò séyàn tó kọ́rọ̀ sí lẹ́nu. Kò séyàn tó kọ́rọ̀ sí Lizzy lẹ́nu. Òun ló fẹnu já wáyà nǹkan tí ò tó. Wọ́n ní tó bá sọ pé o kọ 100 ebè tó nígbà ló kọ. Gbà tó bá ti ṣe kíní kan tán. You will answer for everything you say on this social media. You are bringing out kids and little children and shaping for them when these children has nothing to do with you. And you want bloggers to love somebody like that. It's impossible. Mori interview tó ṣe pẹ̀lú Timi Agbaje. She was screaming that TVC did not interview her. Of course, they cannot interview you because you're a public nuisance. Somebody that is shaping for children. You don't construct your words. You just come out and be shaping for children, for innocent people's mother. They don't want a nuisance like that. Oh, tell the comport her. I told you we interview you. No, how would they put you on national TV? Nobody is putting words in Lizzy's mouth. And if you are talking like that, even you, Flaky J, Nobody is going to manipulate. People will genuinely hate you. She's not doing something good. She's not saying something right. And you want people to like somebody that is shaping for people's children. Fleky J, tó bá yẹ pé o bímọ ni, Lizzy will shape for your children. How would you like that? Kò sí ọmọ tí Lizzy ò tí gbé ṣépè lórí social media. So you cannot tell us one thing about Lizzy that people are, bloggers are manipulating what? Bloggers are not manipulating. Nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ Ìdúmọ̀tà ṣẹlẹ̀, Lizzy was screaming that they set her up. I personally did not believe that Idumota case because there is a lot of things that doesn't add up. But you coming out to tell that Iyabo that set you up, ṣé Iyabo ọmọ ìgbà tó ń lọ sọ́jà ni? Ṣé Iyabo ọmọ ìgbà tó ti rà? In fact, you have paid for that things maybe a month or so before you came back again to buy another thing. Nǹkan tó pariwo lè mọ́ ẹ lórí. Ṣé Iyabo ọmọ kò lọ síbẹ̀ ni? Ṣé Iyabo ọmọ kò máa lọ níjọ́ yẹn ni? Ṣé ọmọ kò máa padà lọ síbẹ̀ ni? Ṣèbó borí, báwo làwọn èèyàn ṣe máa dẹ́ ẹ mọ̀? They said the account was reversed, àbí the payment was reversed transaction, whatever you call it. It was not your fault, if that is the truth, and it was not the fault of the vendor, because òun ò rówó, ìwọ dẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ti já owó tiẹ̀. Tán bá revert ẹ̀ padà, ó máa dún lọ́dọ̀ tiẹ̀. So that is just it. And maybe the vendor have been looking for you. So how is this Iyabo's fault? Ìwọ ló máa kígbe ṣẹpẹtẹrì, nǹkan tó ń fi mọ̀ ẹ́ online náà ló fi kígbe mọ́ ẹ lórí ńjọ́ yẹn pé òun kọ́ ló máa kígbe ṣẹpẹtẹrì lórí online. That is it. Nobody set anybody up here. So don't say bloggers were manipulating everything. Nǹkan tó ṣe ló gbà. Nǹkan tó ṣe ló gbà. Kò séyàn tó kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sí lẹ́nu. Kò séyàn tó sọ pé kó máa ṣépè. She chose this path she wants to walk down. So she's going to face the consequences of her action. Even in the film industry, her colleagues were afraid to associate with her so that this lover blog won't block them. Look at what you're saying here. Omupe, bloggers manipulated words to her mouth. Now you're saying our colleagues, they are afraid to be close to her because were they not doing movies before? Ìgbà tó ṣe kò fún Tinubu, gbogbo artist kan ló kó sínú ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé wọn ò jọ ṣe fíìmù papọ̀ ni? After Shebi, she used her mouth to confess that she left movie industry. This is nothing. She knows that movie industry kò sówó ń bẹ̀. Owó dẹ̀ ló wá àti fame. Ìgbà tó dẹ̀ ti get fame, ó ti rí pé kò sówó ń bẹ̀. And she left. She was doing business. She confirmed it with her mouth. Èwo ni people don't want to associate with her. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ìwọ àti àwọn èèyàn kan ẹjọ́ ń taṣọ, later you stop selling clothes. Jọ ní nǹkan kan tó máa pa yín pọ̀ mọ́ náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni náà. Tó bá ń tajà níbì kan, tó dẹ̀ kó gbá kúrò ńbẹ̀, tó tajà mọ́ ńbẹ̀, tó wá síbẹ̀ mọ́. Àwọn tó ń tajà ńbẹ̀, wọn ò ní máa béèrè ẹ mọ́ now because they will feel like you have moved on. They will have to associate with the new people that are in the same carcass. Lizzy is no more doing movie. Only they don't want to associate with her because of Gistlover. They don't want to associate with her because she's not doing movie. Tó bá gbégbá fíìmù lẹ́ni, people will come because ibi tán ti ń jẹ nìyẹn. But of course, wọ́n náà ti ban wèrè, wọ́n ti cancel wèrè no movie industry. People will come because ibi tán ti ń jẹ nìyẹn. When she has left movie industry, ìpàdé ta ló fa ìpàdé ọlọ́jà àtàsínwín, kò lè sí nǹkan tó máa pa wọ́n pọ̀ now. So what do you mean that people don't want to associate with her? She's no more doing movies. She has claimed that by herself. And movie industry, the only tó bá máa béèrè and sing by Iyabo is in Tanzania shooting a new movie. This one is in this one. That one is in that one. Gbogbo ló ti wà ní different locations tó ti ń shoot the movie. And if you are not in the movie industry anymore, you won't have friends there because they are always together doing one. Bó ṣe parí tẹ́lẹ̀ náà, ṣe máa lọ ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ náà, ṣe máa lọ ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀. So what do you mean that they don't want to associate with her because of Gistlover? Kí ló kàn anybody gbẹ? Ṣé òun nìkan ni Gistlover drag ni? How many ọdún tí Gistlover fi drag Iyabo ni? Abẹ́ mọ̀gbà tó ń drag Priscilla lórí Gistlover. Why are you people so sentimental like this? Were they not dragging Priscilla under Gistlover? They drag her like crazy under Gistlover. I know Iyabo too paid for them to stop dragging Priscilla because I just know that all of a sudden they've linked Priscilla to like 3 men under Gistlover. They've dragged Priscilla. They've dragged Iyabo under Gistlover so many times. Why are you people blind? People are still doing with Iyabo. Lizzy chose this path, a destruction path, and she's going to walk down the aisle. Kò sí nǹkan anybody lè ṣe sí yẹn. Ó fún ara ẹ̀ ló fi ọwọ́ ara ẹ̀ create doomsday ara ẹ̀. Kí ló kàn wá pẹ̀lú person matter? Look at you jumping from one to another. People are afraid of her bikini. Or what the hell are you saying? Bloggers low, manipulations, ó fẹ́nu ara ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò tálì. Wọ́n bá crop ẹ̀ káàkiri. How is that manipulation? Then you are no more acting movies, and they said people don't want to act movies with you. Ṣé wọn ọjọ́ act movie papọ̀ ni? Only because of gist of ìgbà ó gan ni gist of jáde. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ tó mọ́pọlọ wá jàre. Because of associated, because gist of we block them. It was that bad then. If Lizzy could survive 2024 dragging, believe me sincerely, she can survive anything. Everybody survived when gist of was dragging them. Everybody survived when gist of was dragging them. Everybody survived. So Lizzy chose, Lizzy they cannot drag the other gist of ni. They drag a lot of people. They drag a lot of people. They drag to the point that they were dragging the president. She drag Tinubu. Did Tinubu respond? Did Tinubu were agbaye? They drag the video, they drag Chioma on that gist lover. Do they turn themselves into mad people? No. Everybody survived. It's just a story. And if you want to pay. If you don't want to pay, let it run. Within 24 hours, go see gist of our post. This is social media. It will go down. Another thing will override it. Kò sí bó ṣe ń trend tó 24 hours péré mo fún ẹ. Tó bá ti rojọ́. In fact, kó jẹ́ pé ìwò ẹ̀ gan ló leak. Kó jẹ́ noodles ẹni. Ṣé wọ́n drag kìíní lọ́dà gist of ni? Very dark man. If they drag you for 24 hours, all that gist over 24 hours, they go drop you. Go say you're talking, drag long that gist over. Don't play this as if any pay you can't go through it. Iyabo has gone through it. Priscilla has gone through it. Tano can drag. Tani okay, so show only can so ni. Abo only cannot drag. Now we are moving back to the Iyabo Jo. When Iyabo Jo made the video that she dare Lizzy to mention her name with black bonnet on her head, everybody was so curious and even afraid. Hi! Shetiri Ibitan Lolade. Shetiri reason to move so mother way. There is an agenda against you. You just don't understand. There is an agenda. And your tobari write up, they will believe this write up. This is what we do here. We analyze these people's lies. We analyze these people's lies. It's an agenda to always paint Lizzy as the victim. Ṣé Iyabo ló bully Lizzy ni? No. Ṣebí it was gist lover. How does this concern Iyabo? When Iyabo made a video that she dare Lizzy to mention her name with black bonnet on her head, everybody was so curious and even afraid. Before then, Flaky J, Alabosia. Before then, Lizzy has been calling Iyabo Shepeteri, dragging Polo, calling him Baba Jege. Ṣó kú nígbà yẹn ni? Ṣó ti kú nígbà yẹn ni? Ó sí láyé nígbà yẹn ni? Lizzy has been calling Iyabo Shepeteri, Adogan, Obo Pastor Sulele, gbogbo orúkọ burúkú ni Lizzy máa ń pè é. Tó ti ń dragi Polo, Iyabo àwọkáwọ, tó ń dragi Polo, tó ń pè ní Baba Jege, rupture spine, tó tún parọ́ pé Polo ò ṣẹ̀wọ̀n, ṣó ti kú ní gbogbo ìgbà yẹn ní Flaky J. Tó sọ pé people were afraid. Iyabo now said that, okay, if you're accusing me of this thing, you should be bold enough to mention my name so that we'll be able to go to court and sort this thing out. If you feel like I've offended you, then, if you're not a coward, say that Iyabo ó ti ṣẹ̀ mí o, nǹkan báyìí ló ṣe fún mi, instead of defaming her. Lizzy has been defaming Iyabo for the past 5 years on this social media. Ìgbà tó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pe orúkọ gan kò tí ì pẹ́. Only people were not curious, were not afraid. Iyabo has done nothing to this woman. Obìnrin kan ṣíjú lé ni torí pé ó fẹ́ ṣe kíni, ó fẹ́ torí pé tiẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́, ó ń wéyàn tó ń máa bà tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ni. Nobody was afraid. She has kò sí cyber anything tí ò tí ì ṣe Iyabo lórí social media. Ó sí láyé ń gbogbo ìgbà yẹn. Torí all of a sudden, you skip all those parts, you jump into conclusion. And Iyabo was quiet for a long time. Onítorí pé ó dé black bonnet tó jáde. Lizzy, kí Iyabo tó jáde, Lizzy has done over 5,000 show for Iyabo. Calling her Shepeteri, Oboro Sulele, Adogon Kini kan. Ẹ má máa ṣe báyìí náà. Ìkà ni yín o. Ẹ má máa ṣe báyìí náà. Ẹlẹ́dàá ọmọ yín á dẹ̀ dá fún yín. Ẹlẹ́dàá Queen Mother á máa dá fún gbogbo yín. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ róòótọ́ tẹ́ ẹ lè sọ. Ẹlẹ́dàá ọmọbìnrin yẹn máa dá fún yín. Ó máa dá fún yín ni. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin náà lè gbà for the past 5 years. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin náà lè gbà. Tó dẹ̀ ń dífé mọ́ ọmọbìnrin yẹn kó tó di pé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń dárúkọ ẹ̀. Nígbà tó tún dárúkọ ẹ̀, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wò ni pé kí wá ní Priscilla tún ṣe fún, kí ni Festus tún ṣe fún. Kí ni gbogbo yẹn tún ṣe fún? Ṣé mọ̀ pé ó tún ti mú bàbá Festus sí, ó tún ti mú orúkọ ẹ̀ sẹ́nu. Kí ni ìyẹn náà tún ṣe fún? Ìyẹn tí ò tẹ̀ tó sínú life Iyabo Ojo mọ́. Kí ni ìyẹn náà tún ṣe fún? Ẹ dẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí eléyìí, ṣé ìwò òdì yín lẹ ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni? Olórí burúkú ló pọ̀ jù láàrin àwọn pípọ̀ wọ̀nyí o. Ṣé ti rí nǹkan tá à ń sọ sí? Moving on. Ẹni sùúrù. Only everybody was curious and even afraid. Someone like me was like, please, Lizzy, don't mention her name. You will see that they enjoy when Lizzy was calling Iyabo Shepeteri. They said, don't mention her name. But this idiot was telling us that somebody like me, I was saying, why can't you say that, Lizzy, if it's sure for you, and this is not defamation, and you know that this woman offended you, and you know that, okay, Iyabo Shen got you that, why don't you call her name or just sue her to court? Only somebody like you don't want Lizzy to call her name because you enjoy when Lizzy is defaming Iyabo for no reason. This is Flaky J. For no reason. Only you were afraid. You were not afraid. You were afraid because just Lizzy is going to Kirikiri. You pay ẹ̀wọ̀n ló máa kú sí. You were not afraid. You were afraid that she's going to Kirikiri, but you are not afraid for somebody that his name is being bullied online every day. Ìkànnì yẹn dájú. Somebody that a man is being bullied online every day, ìyẹn ò concern ẹ, but you are afraid that èèyàn tó ń ṣe ìkà sí ọmọlàkejì ẹ kò gbọdọ̀ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. That's why you don't want Lizzy to mention her name. Ó rí pé ò kì í ṣèyàn gidi, Flaky. Èèyàn ibi ni ẹ. Tó bá jẹ́wọ́ ṣó lè gbà ni. If it was you, can you take that? Moving on. Àní bí báyìí lẹ ti máa gbọ́n. Ó ní ẹni sùúrù. Someone like me was like, please, Lizzy, don't mention her name. Oh, and one is straight. I was even thinking that ayé máa parẹ́ until earlier last year that Lizzy mentioned her name and nothing happened. Look at how this woman used to think she's very smart. You are very dumb. After Lizzy mentioned her name, ṣé Iyabo jáde pé now you have let us know that èèyàn tó ń pè ń ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀. They went to court even before early last year. The case was thrown out of court because there's no enough evidence that Lizzy mentioned her name. Wọ́n ní ta ló ń jẹ́ Shepeteri. She denied everything she said in court. Are we supposed to bring you back to date or what? She said kì í ṣe Iyabo ló ń bá wí. And there is no enough evidence, no authority to charge Lizzy because she knows exactly what she was doing. After that court, what did she do next? She mentioned Iyabo's name. Don't say nothing happened. Ilé ẹjọ́ ò wà foolish bíi tiyín torí most of you don't have sense. When a case is in court, a case is in court. It can take years. Ọjọ́ tó bá ti lè find the evidence against you in the court. Ó di gbére nìyẹn o. Lizzy is spending her final days in Rio. That is why she's doing it with all her might. When a case is in court, kì í ṣe ọjọ́ tẹ́ bá dé court náà ló máa dájọ́ náà máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. It will take time. But this is the things that you people don't know. Torí pé ẹ kàwé, ChatGPT ti bà ayé yín jẹ́. Torí pé ẹ kàwé, ẹ rò pé tẹ́ bá dé court lénìí o, gbùrùrù tẹ́lẹ̀ ìròjọ́. That is all. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ dájọ́, wọ́n á dẹ̀ lọ yẹgi fún Lizzy. No. Court used to take time. Wọ́n ti lọ sí court. Only nothing happened. The case is still open. It's still in court. They are both in court. They have another court hearing this year. I think it's around mid or early this year. They will have a court hearing. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sin Lizzy débi tó ti máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sin débi tó ti máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. There's still another hearing. Kí ló ń ṣe yín náà? Do we have to spoon feed sense into your head? Ẹ̀yin èèyàn ẹ gbà mí kẹ́ ẹ. Look at this rubbish that this woman is saying. This is trash. This is just pure trash. Oh, there's a book in Lizzy's fan. Of course you are. Only until ìgbà tó mention orúkọ Iyabo kò sí nǹkan kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ máa gbópònú. Tí Iyabo tún jáde lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ tó sọ pé ṣé DA làwọn ṣìṣe o. Wípé the next kìíní ó ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni. Of course, this case is still an open case in court. Oh God, see the people where they update. They don't get sense at all. Flaky J or law fall hands me. Oh, ní ọpọlọ bó ti wù kó mọ. But you know what? Àwa náà wà ń lé fún ẹ. This is why we are not going to keep quiet. We are not going to let that your agenda agenda. Because there's an agenda. We are not going to let that your agenda. We are not going to let it shake in. It's not going to agenda. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ nǹkan tẹ́ fi nípa fídíò. Ti parí o. This is part 4. We are moving to part 5 next. So make sure and follow Kini bomber to bomber. This we are debunking all the lies they are having against Yabo. We are not going to rest. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni kò ní sú wa. As long as kò ti sú wọn kò ti rẹ̀ wọ́n láti máa manipulate nǹkan tó ṣojú gbogbo wa báyìí. Kò gbọ́dọ̀ sú àwa náà láti máa debunk bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Just make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, you are clicking the like, and you are following us back to back. God bless you. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm going to comment you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.